Hello and welcome to a tutorial on text processing. This is also a promotion for the toolbox Tustep, as you see here in the left window. This is a huge toolbox for text processing and typesetting developed in Germany. And I want to show you a way to process these files here in the right window, these RTF files, which I have opened here too, which have some Latin text in it. And the goal is to get the RTFs in another format, so to speak in the two-step format, and to apply some changes to it, and then again export it to the RTF format. As you maybe now, you have some capabilities here in Word or in LibreOffice to make changes, specific changes to some format, but you cannot easily automatize these changes, and for this goal it would be good to process it in a kind of XML format, so that you can apply a script in Perl or Python or whatever. I know there are good tools too, but I just want to show you one good possibility to work also on big projects. Like you can do that with other script languages too, but I just want to promote this step because we use it in Trier for very huge compilations of texts for in the in the humanities. And yeah, so we begin with importing these files, and you can do this in two-step with the import statement. You give it a source file and a destination file, and like this here, it has a star in front of it. Okay, and some other command here at the end, and you will get an import. And there's also a script on the two-step wiki which has a loop for all the RTFs in a given directory to import these RTFs. So it puts a loop over the files in the directory and imports them. So in this step I have already done, so I show you what we got so far. I go into the editor, and so you see the XML markup here of the first file, and the second file is then put at the end of the first file. We can look for it if it's there. So here you see it, and it's all in these XML markup like document, body, section, and just 2 times in a row. We have some XML structure here, which you can look at and see what kind of tags are in there. And this editor is not this is not really an XML editor like you maybe know from Oxygen. Well, I'm not really sure how Oxygen handles a file, but in Tustep it's only stream processed, so it's not really built a DOM object in the background, and you do not have to look at the whole file all the time. I mean, the program does not need to look at it. So you can really process big files in Tustep here up to 8 GB with the script language, and about 2 GB here in the editor you can watch and edit. So okay, we have skipped the importing, and I have mentioned that it's stream processed. yeah, and you have really some. Although it's a DOM is not built, you see like this hierarchical text structure here. We get some information, and we can work with XML here. And now I want to show you. I've already put some changes into this file. This is a Z tag, which is now my source file I want to process, and I want to change these Z's here. One is in an I tag, and one Z is not in an I tag, not italics. I want to change the Z in relation if it's in I or if it's not in an I. Bear that in mind. And I want to throw out these Fußnote here. We do not really need it. It's just for the that there's a paragraph inside a footnote. It's the meaning, but we don't really need it here. And so I show you the script I've already created for it, and this will transform the file I just had opened here, which we have imported. And here's the rule for the change of the Z, which is in the first place here. This command is the first in row and will be executed first. That a Z inside an I, or directly under an I, will be transformed into a C. And correspondingly, after all of these changes have been made, he looks for a Z whenever a Z comes under a P, is child of a P node. There can be anything in between, and this will be transformed to a CS tag. So he transforms the beginning node and the end node, so a beginning of that and end of that. You will see that. And so yeah, you have some commentary here. You maybe get the hang of it. And the idea is just to get one file and put it in a temporary file, and then take this temporary file and produce another file, which we can then in the end export again as an RTF and open it. So what we are doing here, this is the length of the sentence. Sometimes you have to adjust it because the editor cannot display that much, especially when the typeface is that big as in my window now because of the capturing of the video. So I have put this 400 here. But sorry, I spoke before of Fußnote. I want to throw these Fußnote out, and I do this here. So I begin with the end of this kopiere command or copy command. This is the second loop of copying things before they are moved into the final destination file. And so this is the second loop or pass, whatever. And here you can see I just throw it out with these exchange. It says that there can be a slash or not. This is this 0 in the curly braces here, and here again. And this is the text delimiter. These two bars here, pipes, and in between the last two there's nothing. So Fußnote is replaced with nothing. That's the idea of these XX here, exchanges in the second pass. So, and this again, here do some change of replacement for, as I have at the normal C, which is a small caps, Kapitelchen in German. I just say that the background color shall be orange, and here it is yellow for, I don't know, I don't need CS here. I don't know why I've used CS, but anyway, so this should work. And another task I would like to apply to this original file is to add a translation for the word Gloria, and only in the case when it's between italic text. So you have very easily, you have in this copy command, you have the opportunity to select only text units. A text unit is always all this sentence here with this number is one text unit. So this is one line which is wrapped around the end of the line. Yeah, it's one line, I think. Yeah. So when I look for this ZF plus here, which means Zeichenfolge, or in English character sequence, it looks only for text units which have Gloria inside. And then, because it's the same path here with the same number, if you do not write the number, it's assumed the first one. Then it will frame inside the text unit it finds with Gloria. It will frame the italics beginning and the end of italics, and inside this, all of this XX exchange is applied. So we search for Gloria and then replace. This is a replacement of all what it looked for. So a normal regex, when you put these round brackets around a search expression to capture the string, you can put it then with \1 again in the replacement string. So and this we do here with the whole expression and with a 0. You could also match only the first character of Gloria with +1 gleich. So in Tustep we do not do the round bracket thing. We just count it, or we can discern different parts of the search string with a pipe symbol, and then you can also use numbers to address the different parts of the search string. So, but here I take the same I find the word Gloria and put these English and German explanations behind with these angle brackets here. So this is what shall be done, and yeah, everything here what is spaced in a few at least 3 blanks is a comment. So I let run the script, and you see what is applied, and it says, what is it? Computer. Here's a protocol. You can also give this, but it says here 162 sentences written into a scratch data R2. So these are more sentences because I've split the sentences according to the number of characters, which was parameter. So no wonder we have some more sentences in the new file. And if I go now to the new file, oh sorry. Yeah, you see there are you can split the window, but now it's very huge, too huge, almost. So what we want to look for? First, you can again look at the. I do not need to look for the C or CS. No, we do look for it. So the Z in the first process here was changed to a C, and then again, yeah, down here in the copy, it was changed to BGC orange. We have that, and here is the BGC yellow. Oops, here. Okay. So these two steps are taken, and we can look for if there's Fußnote in it, but we shouldn't. There's no sequence of these characters is found. And yeah, now we can look at the Gloria examples. So here we have one, and it is inside italics, so the frame is right, and we have our explanation. And here again, inside italics, again. So now here we have a different case. First of all, it's Gloria, but that didn't matter. It would have matched it, of course, but it's not inside an I, because here is the beginning of P. Here's an I, and it's closed again, and then we have not another I. Oh, it vanished. Yeah, when you go out of the screen, it vanishes, of course. But here again, it is. Yeah. So no other I here around here. So it's not been tagged with this explanation. You may wonder about these called jump tables. It is needed because when you select something here, you have to say what is done with the selected and what is done with the unselected. So in this case, in the case of not selected, we want to go somewhere else, and we want to go here. And yeah, this is only done because this processing should be integrated in one copy command. I could also have written SPN 3, and 3 means give out the text which you have changed, which is transformed. So if the 3 would be here in SPN 3, we only would have the altered sentences in the R2 file. I think I can do this here. Yeah, I can do this. I think we have still the same amount of sentences here, which is not. I do not really understand. Well, for the purpose of this video, no, just to show you, if I do SPN3, it just ignores all of this part here. It shouldn't misbehave, but I still have 180 sentences, which is strange. But something must have changed. Yeah, as you see now, the second part wasn't processed here. So footnote is still in the text. We do not have this here. We only have C. We do not have C with attribute. And but we only should have the text with Gloria inside and not the rest. No. I mean, you have to put SPN3 so that it gives out the not matching text units too. But so you see, I just take this out too. And now the program logic in the back only sequences the number 1 stuff here. And the number 2 stuff I don't think. This is really rather complicated and kind of arcane, but it is really useful for writing very small scripts. And when you want to just generate meaningful, well-formed XML out of bad constructed text, then if you have your final result, you do not need to go back to all these hacking you can do here in Tustep. So it enables you really to do fast framing of text units and to work on that with really efficient and fast use of these parameters. But this is not the only way of processing here. I will just show you another one in a minute. So let me just show you this arcane structure of the kopiere command, which is logical structure of a program. There are different kinds of texts which are worked on in this logical structure, and everything seems to be explained herein. But I just understand it till SP2 at the moment, and but you can also remember text you have read. You can save it in a variable or in a merk text, a remember text, and so this structure is in behind the copy command, and this is the default structure, and so I can use it the copy command without explicitly using these SPN or SPJ and these Sprung or jump commands, parameters. So anyway, this is processed fine, and I do again D22 to process everything. And we have everything in R2, and I will now export this to LibreOffice again. Export R2. This is RTF tests RTF. Okay, that should... Okay, I've forgotten something, which is defining a macro file. What was it? Oh, that's ridiculous. So the right command for just loading this export script is in my own script container. Now I should be able to use it. It says the destination file is not empty, and I have to explicitly say that I want to delete it with Löschen plus. Okay, we have exported it, and we can have a look in the new file. Which is all texts. So here you got it. Yeah, now I know why it was CS for character string, which is just a way in Tustep to say in Tustep for using the RTF format to say that we have a character string which has that and that, this and that format. So it's not a special thing like these small caps here. So here's small caps Nostrum. Let's have a look again in the file we exported. Small caps. Panem nostrum condemus, comedemus. Panem nostrum comedemus, etc. Victus. And of course, if we look for Gloria, we have only the ones with italics. So you can seamless switch between RTF and Tustep files to get transformations done. And of course this makes especially sense if you have really huge amount of data, or maybe you're an editor for a book, and you get from all the different authors, the RTF files, the Word files, and of course you have set up some restrictions for the authors to keep to, but maybe they do it, maybe they don't do it. They just make a wrong step, or maybe they are not really accustomed with using the styles you give with the Word file or the dot file or dot x. So you get a really messed up a Word file and this from different authors. And if you want to apply changes to produce a whole thing with the same markup, and you want to have control over all the standards you have set, you can really easily do this here in Tustep, because you can work with XML and you can transform it easily to get to your standard. And I just want to show you one project I have been working on. Yeah, it's already here. This is really a long script which has very many temporary files, and okay, it's only 503 lines, but it has a lot of instructions to search and replace different things. You can search for numbers here, which is this the regex pattern for numbers, and how many of them. Yeah, you have always the possibility to frame the text you are working on. So this defines a cut from this kind of special tag I made into the end of a special tag, and then you have this special text unit you can work on only and do replacements. I know there are excellent tools also for Windows, for example, this power grab here, which is tremendously useful to search in files and to make replacements. And it has also some kind of batch and scripting support, but I would recommend in the end I of course use Tustep, because the scripting abilities are really more deep, I think, and manifold. So all this is the copy command, and I just use the temporary file to put them forward to the next command, and then use the next file. And what you see here is the real, so to say, script language of Tustep, and where you can use kind of normal, very normal imperative commands to control the replacements. So, for example, you can say here loop through every line of the text. I loaded the source file, which is here, T4. I loaded in this variable, and then I can loop in this here through every line and just check if there is something, if the line contains something, and then do something. At least this is all English here, and this is also English only. So so you have the copy command, you have the ToScript. You have many possibilities to access a file, also because of the special two-step file container, which always has these numbers here. These are the numbers for the programming editor. But when you are here in, you always see that you have these points and the sub hierarchy of numbers here. This is also used for typesetting. So well, I just wanted to show you different kinds because this access here and to read something and to write something, what I do here is to also to frame the text, in between. What is it? Yeah, it is a big P and the end of a big P, which this means it's case sensitive now, and I really mean a big P when I write you have to mention this before the character. So again, you have the ability to frame it the same way you could do it in the copy command, but it's a bit more laborious here. But it has also its advantages, and I think more. Yeah. No, I haven't tested this really out, but there are a lot of possibilities. So this program, this toolbox, is in development since the 60s or 70s or more, and there's really a lot of know-how in it, and I think we're working towards better documentation, and I hope it could prove useful for a lot of people who are working with imperfect markup and just want to get a clean XML or want a clean RTF for the publishing process. And you see it. I reached now line 200 and it still doesn't end, and I just can show you the beginning. The real beginning of this processing is this is the second copy script I wrote. So the real beginning is, what is it? Yeah, it's of course FFA16. Oops. Oh, sorry. If you press escape too much, you're gonna be thrown out. Right. You're wrong. So the beginning of this is this file. So it comes in from the RTF file, and there's, you see here all these I don't know, these circumflex, which is always an indicator for a special character in two-step. So it's not that clean for the moment, so a lot of cleaning has to be done here. So it comes in, and then I process it a bit, then there's coming all this, and at the end of it I transform it into a normal XML file, and then it looks like this. This is FEV16, which is a word book, and what I made is everything with two-step. So what is still to say? Yeah, there's still not very much English information, but if you want to give it a try, you can at least look here on tustep-uni-tübingen.de. There's the English part, and you can go here to download, accept the conditions, and you for now you can download it for Windows or for Linux. The Mac version is heavily under construction, and I've seen a prototype which integrated very fine into the Mac OS GUI, and I don't know. There is a file for you have within what you download. I think I have also the here it is not. Okay, but the installation under Windows is really quite easy, and then you just have to get to the part where you create a project, and yeah, if you need information, you can ask on this two-step wiki, or more easily, I think you can just write an email to the tustep-liste. Which is tustep-liste at. You can just write there if you have any questions. And we are writing on more English language support. And yeah, I've spoke about ToScript, which is really quite nice if you are afraid of the copy command. And yeah, I'm too. But the newest thing is X-step or text step, which is a possibility to get to two-step from the outside world, and to use XML markup like an XSLT to process a file, but with two-step means. So with these kind of copy and apply changes to it. And the real good thing is in Oxygen you have this plugin, and there's this DTD or XSD, this schema is in background and can propose you to the next step. So I haven't tested it extensively, but it's kind of nice, I guess. Yeah, okay. You can have a look at the two-step wiki, and yeah, I would appreciate some comments if you like, yeah, and I hope this maybe gives some ideas, yeah. Okay, thank you.